Our school mission at Vilonia is, like most schools in the state, is to provide every student as many opportunities for a meaningful and relevant education as possible. And one of the things that research has shown that contributes to a quality educational experience for kids is facilities. A safe and a comfortable quality facility for students. And in our district, we have a lot of older buildings, and our maintenance staff does an incredible job maintaining those facilities and keeping them running well. But again, we're in a smaller community, and because of that, our funding mechanism does not produce as much revenue as a school district in a larger community would. And so we're limited in our resources that we can apply to our facilities. So when we were presented with the opportunity by ESG to be able to do some facility improvements without having to invest significant capital, we saw that as an opportunity to make a lot of improvements that would also directly impact our student achievement. One of the significant needs we had was improvement of our HVAC systems. We had most of our HVAC systems across our district were older systems, and actually we had begun about 5 years ago a cycle of replacement. And even the cycle of replacement that we were able to facilitate because of our lack of financial resources was not keeping up with the need. We were cycling out older HVAC systems, but at the same time having to spend a lot of resources repairing systems that were not in the cycle for replacement. And so we were not able to keep up with that, and that was creating issues as far as not being able to maintain a comfortable environment for our students to learn in. And so that was the main issue that we had to address. We also had lighting in our buildings that was not adequate, and also our building envelope. We did not recognize how much energy we were losing just with the needs of improving our building envelope across the district. One of the things that ESG suggested that we install that we went for, which I'm glad we did, were destratification units in our gymnasiums. And these are units that help circulate the air. So in our gymnasiums, of course, with ESG's recommendation, we installed new HVAC units along with these destratification units. And I noticed the benefit of these in particular at our baccalaureate services. At our baccalaureate services, the gymnasiums are full of the graduates, parents, and family members. And typically in those settings, the air is circulating as best it can, but it's very inconsistent. But at this baccalaureate service, for the first time in all the baccalaureate services I've ever attended, the air quality was consistently comfortable, and there weren't these moments where the system was kicking on and kicking off, and where you would feel the blast of cool air and then you would feel it die off. It was just consistently comfortable, and that was because of these destratification units just consistently circulating the air throughout the facility, and it was noticeable.
Some of our goals that we want to do, we definitely want to save energy cost. Energy is always the big thing. It's constantly fluctuating, constantly going up. We had a lot of recurring maintenance problems that we dealt with, from HVAC to lighting. So we were hoping to try to save manpower and be able to go in and get these projects done. That way we could focus on other things that needed to be done for our district. We've had trouble throughout the years. We've had a lot of old HVAC units, a lot of failing units. Some units are over 30 years old. So some things like that we've been needing to upgrade and wanting to upgrade. Throughout the project, there are things that we did. We did HVAC upgrades. We replaced 76 units when we installed that, and then we replaced a lot of condensers and things also. Went in to assess all of our HVAC, so that's been really nice. We kind of know what the worst units to look for compared to the better ones, so that's been really good. We did a complete control upgrade across the board, the Pelican system, which has been phenomenal. We're still learning about that, but it's something that's been very helpful. We did a lot of plumbing upgrades from fixtures, replacing valves and diaphragms, things like that, so that we can watch our water conservation a little bit more. On the lighting side, we did a complete LED upgrade across the district, so that's been very helpful. The lighting is better. You can see in classrooms so much better. Get a lot of people bragging about that. You know, you don't have the dingy yellow look from some of the fluorescents that we had before. These LEDs really just brighten everything up and helps the education process. That's one big thing we look for. One thing that was pretty amazing was the building envelope. They came in and sealed up everything from door gaskets around doors, windows, but just the detail that they put in attic spaces and making sure everything was sealed up, try to make a little bit more airtight facility so we don't use that extra heat and air whenever it's not needed.
Because of the size of our district and because of the lack of industry within our district, our revenue stream is pretty limited as far as money that we can put toward facility improvements. And so the way this program is set up, it has benefited us tremendously because we don't have the capital to invest in these type of improvements. And so for us to be able to have a company like ESG come in, do an overall audit of our district, be able to tell us specifically, we can guarantee this amount of savings, and then for us to be able to get that guarantee and then go out and acquire the necessary financing to be able to enter into this agreement, and the savings that we recognize to be able to pay for that financing has been significant because it has not required us to put any capital forward. And so we are able to immediately recognize the benefit of these improvements without any capital investment at all. And then because of the guaranteed savings, we know that we can move forward each year with the confidence that our savings will pay for the improvements for the years to come. Where I got most excited about being in this project was, again, that moment where we were standing in the hallway after one of the classrooms was fitted with a new lighting and the other classroom had not been yet, and just seeing the difference. And I remember the teacher that was in the classroom that had not been fitted was standing outside with us. And he was looking at his classroom and the classroom that had the new lighting. And he was just like, when is my classroom going to get this? And it was just this, it was just such a little thing, but just to be able to see that this is what our district was going to look like, district-wide. But, you know, it is really those little things that are not little things at all. They make a difference across the district, and they make a difference for kids, and they make a difference for teachers, and they make a difference for our parents. And again, as research shows, they make a difference for student achievement across the board.